Hi, this is the weekly horoscope for Cancer for the week of April 10th, 2023. Hello, my fabulous crabs. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you for everyone who has. I really appreciate the love energy. So this week, Venus moves into Gemini, which I talk about on the monthly horoscopes on the YouTube channel. So you can check that out as well. If you are new to my channel, I have a monthly horoscope and a weekly horoscope on here. And then on my TikTok, I do the dailies, even though I've been kind of bad about that because there's been so much going on in my life. So thank you. On Monday, you may come into a secret by accident. You may want to relax now and enjoy your peace, even though you're not going to. Uranus is semi-sextiling Volcanus in retrograde. You can appreciate other people and showing their loyalty to you, or family can be fighting your battles with other people and letting you know about it. For others of you, if it's been radio silence and you guys can find each other, like one of you is going to reach out to each other, whoever's been radio silence with you, and it's going to be a time of catching up and connecting with other people in your life. You can be visiting other people. If you've been feeling others don't like you, you can be receiving some positive feedback, and other people can be showing you some much needed love energy at this time. Let me see what else. Or letting you know how much they love you. Uranus is opposing Poseidon in retrograde at this time in the 11th and 5th house. I would be careful with those of you on the internet with this energy here, because I feel like you can be running in trouble if you copy other people at this time. For example, I feel like, or their mannerisms on social media, or even downright copy them at this time. I feel like, for a lot of like example, like the psychics on here, some of them like really copy some people, and it's like, I listen to my horoscopes too because I'm going through it too. So it's like, yes, I listen to mine, I do mine. It's like everything. So, but some of the people like Star Lourdes, I know, and I don't know who else, and like the lady that goes, the Paisiano lady, you can hear it on some of the horoscopes, and it's like, ooh. So I won't be surprised this week if you one of them horoscopes people, you may want to start changing it up a little bit, because somebody gonna call you out on your shit. Don't be copying people. Don't be copying astrologers. That happened to me one time. I'm not going to mention the astrologer's name because I don't like her, and she owes me a shit ton of money, and she's a thief, as all thieves go. But anyways, yeah, I'm gonna call you out, bitch. Yeah, she's a Cancer rising with a sun in Capricorn, so I'm gonna call her ass out too. But what's gonna happen is that oh, that's good, Al. So what's gonna happen is that like some people like me, it's like what happened one time with this astrologer. I actually called out a bitch because I used to work for that bitch, and I know her mannerism, how she speaks and stuff like that, and I literally like put on the person's comment bar, I was like, don't act like you said that, don't act like you own that, because I know exactly who wrote that, and I know her, and she just really mean. She really effing mean. Like, if you copy her, she will sue you so quickly you won't even know what hit you. It's like, and she ridiculous and petty about it too. Petty as. So yeah, and I say you need to keep that down. So that's what's going to be happening to some Cancers this week, or it could be the opposite as well, and people could be copying you as well. So be careful with that. People are copying each other for the Cancerians, okay, and taking their mannerisms and trying to act like them, vice versa. Alrighty, so just realize that, or this is downright copyright infringement going on. So be careful at this time. So I know some other ones that people actually like really, really copy to a T. And it's like, it's fun to watch. I don't know. I don't know if people copy me, I don't know. Well, yeah, everybody copy me. So I'm just like, whatever, all of a sudden, but okay, whatever. But it's going to be worse for the crabs, so be careful. The sun is conjunct Jupiter. This is professional advancements, as long as you don't overstate your abilities. Be careful of too much pride. This is also a great time for job interviews or getting a job. You're still going through it emotionally at this time. The sun is conjunct Jupiter, forming a T-square with the 1st, 4th, and 10th house. Your career objectives may be unclear, or you may lack materialistic goal to attain it. This is also a sign of resignation to pursue other objectives at this time, or you're not seeing what you want to see at this time career-wise. You could be like, I'm over it. For others of you, again, scandal, and whatever is happening on Monday is going to affect you this whole entire week because the sun is conjunct with Jupiter. So be really, really careful with what you do with your stuff. Okay. You can still have power struggles with other people, or this could be a lot of revelations and self-realizations. This could be things in the past catching up for some of you here as well. I feel like also with this energy, other people in your life are going to try to manipulate you. So be careful with that. And you're not gullible at this time because we have Zeus in retrograde and then we have Poseidon in retrograde. Those are two forms of like Neptune energy. So you're not exactly like, and you got too many damn planets in Aries. So it's not exactly like it's easy to like manipulate you and pull the wool over your eyes at this time. Okay. This is a nasty falling out with somebody that you used to know because you're putting your foot down with this person. You're saying that dirty word no, and you're telling it like it is. I feel like it's not somebody new, because God forbid you put your foot down with those new people on the pedestals. It's a silver friend, and you could be putting your foot down with a silver friend or a family member because you feel more comfortable with telling those people off than you do with anybody else. Because God forbid that new person you got on the pedestal there, you tell off. Oh my God, that would be a moment. That would be like, whew, game changer. So anyways, so this could be a situation like that at this time, where whoever you're putting on a pedestal at this time, they're not gonna be affected, but the old silver friends and the family members are going to get it. Okay. Because you don't mind telling them no and telling them off and telling them what was up. Okay. So that's what's going on there. Then let me see. Wednesday, you have a fire trine happening with the 2nd, 6th, and 10th house. This is emotional validation. So if you were feeling like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, I don't know if I don't know, you could be getting some kind of like sign that you should. Maybe business will pick up on this day. Maybe somebody will fan out on you. Something like that to make you keep going. Business could be picking up. You can be reevaluating your career. You can be receiving some kind of sign that you should stay where you are. Your social environment is likely to be boring. Your circle of friends could be narrowing because you're keeping more to yourself at this time with this energy and kind of focusing more on your good energy. But you're still talking to the important friends and that one new friend that you put on a pedestal. You can be throwing yourself into your career or recommitting yourself to your goals because you're seeing sparks of miracles. You're seeing results on this day. So that's a good sign. You can be getting organized because you're very excited about what is coming into your life at this time. So whatever growth is happening with career, business picking up, you're super excited about it on Wednesday with this energy. You can be pushy at times, or others could be seeing you as rebellious. For others of you, you tend to rub other people the wrong way. Not the easiest time for receiving recognition for some of you, okay, and how you go about doing things. So be careful with that. There is unexpected recognition coming in. So this could be happening with career with this energy. Okay. For some of you, this is a great time. For those of you in media and social media, this could be a popular energy time for you as well. This could be making some milestones with the social media this week with this energy. Then on Wednesday, again, you're more quiet into yourself with this energy. You could be all up in your feels. You may find it difficult to get satisfaction or pleasure from life at this time because you have bouts of apathy. Now, for some of you here, you have Uranus conjunct with the Lilith moon this week. So you need to watch your emotional self. Okay, so check your natal chart and see where the Lilith moon is. I mean, not the Lilith moon, where Uranus and Leo is in your personal natal chart. The Lilith moon is at 10 degrees right now, and it's not well aspected at this time. So this week can be a bit of an emotional roller coaster ride for you guys with Uranus and Leo. So check out Astro Theme for it. I love Astro Theme because it's easy. And then those of you with Pluto conjunct Lilith moon, this is a time where you're kind of, wherever there's an imbalance in your life, you're trying to make it right. Okay, so for some of you, this could be with the physical body, taking care of your health, trying to create more balance in your life at this time. So you need to be careful because Pluto is in your 8th house at this time, not well aspected. So for some of you, this could be dealing with your sex organs, okay? And this could be your health issues because Pluto is not well aspected at this time. And this could be having to make some healthy or better life choices, or being more aware of your body at this time, and a bit more, you could be a bit more sensitive to your body, but at the same time ignoring the signs of what's going on with your body kind of situation. So just be careful with the body and with the sex organs during this time period, okay? Because you can be sensitive at this time. And it could be more about diet and what you eat, okay? That could be like causing problems, all right? So this is usually a time of stability in your life. You can feel more certain of who and what you want out of life. There's balance between your obligations and your ability to meet your personal needs. This is a good time for a loan. For some of you, somebody could be asking you for financial assistance at this time with this energy. For others of you, you're dealing with financial institutions, banks at this time with this energy here as well. You feel fairly sure of your direction in life. You may be more sober, a bit more of a realistic when it comes to religion or certain philosophies, or even your dogmas. You could start being a little bit flexible and a little bit open-minded to your way of thinking at this time. Little bit, not too much now. Also on Friday, this could be a start of an affair, or you could be talking to somebody low key at this time and keeping it secret because you don't know what you want to do with this person. A lot of you are jaded by love at this time, and I don't blame you, especially those of you who are like late 30s and up, because all the shit that you've been through with Pluto and Capricorn. So some of you now have Pluto in your 8th house, which is very beautiful. This is like long-term serious relationships, but you're still jaded at all these times because you had so many lessons with love. So you're not so quick to jump, but you're talking to somebody at this time. Or how you met this person, Uranus conjunct Juno, may not have been, like something that you want to talk about, because you don't want to say, oh yeah, I met him on Tinder, So this is also a time of rest and relaxation, as you probably have a tendency to neglect your personal needs. This is a time of peace and solitude. You may want to pass up social invitations because they may come with like a lot of strings attached, or they want you to do things or spend money or babysit all the little children. And you're like, New alliances are formed now, and they may be unhealthy to your career down the road, so be careful. You can feel like certain people are one-sided relationships, or when you need something, they are not there for you. For others of you, it could be more about your peace, and you're not trying to get in the middle of other people's drama, and you're not trying to obligate yourself to certain situations, no matter how hard they call wolf. Change is happening this week with your 8th house. Your ambition to get ahead is stimulated more than ever. You have more power struggles with superiors, or you have to deal with insubordination. Change is happening with your financial situation, for better or for worse, because everything's karma. Avoid being too pushy, assertive. Others may consider you a bully. They're bound to let out a lot of tension in people around you. So be careful with people. Alrighty. Because we're all dealing with our triggers. And then you got Pluto in your 8th house, which is like dealing with the subconscious, just like the 9th house. The 8th and 9th house both deal with subconscious and spirituality. So Pluto here is opening up a wound, because what is Pluto? Pluto is ruled by Scorpio. What is Scorpio? Secretive. Scorpio is intuitive. Scorpio goes dark, and it gets really dark, and it goes and sees things that are so dark in you. And it's like, oh, look, I talked about this last week. Oh, look, this still hurts. This still hurts. Still hurts. Let me put some like hydrogen peroxide on it. Oh, and look, it's bubbling too now. Ooh, and it smells. Ooh. So it's like, you have to acknowledge your reactive self now, and you have to you can't play victim here in Pluto in the 8th house. Or this is you, Pluto in the 8th house, going and by accident, unknowingly tripping and falling, bringing up people's truth and going, oh my God, this hurts. Does that hurt? Does that hurt? Does that hurt? And everybody else like, God damn it, say it. And it's like, oh my God, does that hurt, bitch? Does that hurt? And everybody's like, bitch, if you don't stop, I'm going to stick this this like chakra crystal up your ass, and then you tell me if it hurts. And it's like, oh my gosh, because that's what you're doing now, because you see things that other people don't. But the thing is, Pluto in Aquarius, because I'm an Aquarius rising, I'll keep saying that, is like this. When you're like a real Aquarius, like, you will say shit. Like, I have traumatized so many damn people, because it's like, I will get to your trauma. So if you've been violated and stuff, like, for some reason, my brain is like on, and I'm a psychic, and it's like on overdrive, and I'll keep bringing that shit up. And it's not even like I know about your life. It's just that my brain and spirit wants to bring it up and be like, you need to deal with it. You need to heal. You need to like, let it go. Let it go. And now you're kind of doing that. And you're just like, oh, that's not what I meant. Oh, I triggered you. Oh, my bad. You know, you're going to be like, oh my God, maybe I should communicate a little bit better what I say. You know, so there's going to be like all that going on. And y'all are going to be like, does that hurt? It's like, yes, bitch, it hurts. It hurts. You know, so, you know, and it's not well aspected this week. So there's just going to be interesting with that 8th house. And then that 8th house is not well aspected. So this is going to be blow it up and build it back up. So whatever happens at this time, don't get reactive. Try to not to, or try to acknowledge that something from your past, something repressed, suppressed, repressed, is hurting you, and you're being triggered. And this is an opportunity to kind of like work through that ego part and let it go. Okay, so this is going to help you transform and evolve, because guess what? Pluto in Aquarius loves that growth. It's like, this no longer works here. Oh, but it's still like open. Look at the wound, it's still open, but this no longer works. So you're going to have to sew it up. You're going to take care of it and stuff. And you're like, oh my God, this hurts. And it's like, take ownership, bitch. Take ownership. And you're like, I don't want it. You know, so it's like that kind of stuff going on at this time. Anyways, the first guy I come up with is King of the, I want to talk about the King of Swords. But then I want to say stability. Oh my God. Something about the King of Swords too. You're very analytical in your way of thinking at this time. It's a beautiful time for making money for you. I feel like there's financial stability coming your way. There's a lot of emotional stability happening for you, because I feel like your money situation is also going to get better, or you're going to confront certain issues or situations that you've been avoiding and not wanting to confront, like the elephant in the room. And then you're going to reach out to somebody and have a conversation. For some of you, you feel the need to reconnect with somebody from your past really bad that you had a nasty ass falling out with. This could be a family member or a friend. The Queen of Cups, go more with the flow this week with this energy here as well. The Queen of Swords, I see a crush. So this could be confronting the crush, and I saw this also for Gemini, and this could be confronting the crush and letting them know, you know, putting it all out there and throwing the ball into their court and being like, this is my feelings, this is how I feel, blah, 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 take it or leave it, love it or hate it, I don't care anymore. I don't want it, you know, but you do want it, but you just want them to know, you know, like, hey, I have a crush on you. What are you going to do? You know, and I feel like it will be reciprocated. Oh, my shoes. Look at that. The King of Swords showed up. So like I said, you're very analytical in your energy. You have a lot of influence over other people. You have a lot of people in your cards this week. So I feel like for some of you, you're reconnecting to people. You have somebody heavy on your mind this week. It does not necessarily have to be a love relationship, but you do have somebody heavy on your mind that you want to reach out to, because you don't feel like this relationship is over. Okay. And you may still feel hurt about how you two had a falling out and how everything went down. And you may reach out to this person this week, because you don't want it to you don't want it to end. You want some kind of friendship or something with this person still. Okay. So that's what you could be gunning for. The Six of Wands brings about optimistic energy. I do feel like for some of you here, you can be more about your social life. You can be feeling bubbly and optimistic here because you're in your routine during this time period as well. And you're very productive this week with this energy. The Six of Swords, I feel for some of you here, Venus energy, Venus in Libra, you're very diplomatic at this time. This is a time of moving forward with this energy. This is a time of getting along for the sake of getting along. I feel like whatever happened to you and somebody else in your life recent, I feel like you are not wanting to dwell on it, and you're just going to continue to put one foot forward and carry on and move on. It happened. I don't want to talk about it, but we'll just move on. So you're not trying to intrigue it. For others of you, you're tolerating certain people at this time, and you're literally trying to get along for the sake of getting along during this time period. For others of you, this could be traveling coming up. The Page of Cups. I hate the Page of Cups. So for some of you here, this is a reconciliation happening. For some of you, this could be more of a thought than an action. At this time, does not necessarily have to be with love. Like I said, it could be with somebody that you want to reach out to, that you want to communicate to. And I feel like, because the Page of Cups is so small and she's a weak ass bitch, that this is going to take a while. Okay. And I feel like you will do things differently. This could also be missed opportunities happening that can be cropping back up into your life, career opportunities. Maybe you applied to certain jobs that you really wanted, and they could be calling you back. Okay. So you could be revisiting those situations at this time with this energy. The Fool card brings about new beginnings. I feel like you are creating your own career path at this time with this energy, and it's going to do very well with this energy. The King of Wands, I feel like you can be dealing with somebody that I feel like this person could get in your way. I feel like this person could take up a lot of your time at times here with this energy here. So be careful with that. You know, it could be a situation where you're in love or something like that, and like this person just always wants your attention when they want it. So this person could be very needy this week with this energy and like vibing for your attention. So, you know, it is what it is. I'm not going to tell people how to do their lives with their relationships. Okay. I feel like you're going to have to navigate through that at this time. For some of you, you could be dealing with somebody in your life who is oppressive and kind of bossy with this energy and kind of likes everything their way. So you're going to have to kind of, even though you kind of like go through it, and this person has like a lot of power, influence, or you give this person a lot of power, you know, and you give this person like a lot of energy. But I feel like at the same time, you need to kind of put your little balls on and go clink, 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 clink. Excuse me, we need to talk, you know, and be like, you know, my balls are on, you need to listen at this time, and, you know, and tell them how's it going to be, okay, and try to come up with some kind of compromise at this time with this energy, alrighty. The Queen of Coins, I feel for some of you here that, you know, in the words of the great disciple Oprah Winfrey, let your wounds be your wisdom at this time. I do see somebody spending money on you with this energy. Exactly, Elle, it's all about boundaries. I do see somebody spending money on you at this time, or this could be a good time for getting a loan for some of you. For others of you, this could be like your partner spending money on you and treating you out or doing something nice for you with this energy here as well. The Tower card, I feel like your new normal is coming up. Change is happening. It's definitely going to happen this week because you got that Pluto in your 8th house. So it's not going to be the easiest energy time for you. So try to see the blessing and the changes that are coming up. Okay. Try to work on not being reactive towards the situation, which is easier said than damn done. All right. But I do see a move happening for some of you. The 7 of Wands, certain things that you do want to happen, the changes that you do want can be a process. I do feel like you have a lot of influence over other people as well with this energy. The Justice card, I feel like for some of you here, you're going to court over something at this time, or you're taking legal matters into your hands at this time. Like you're complaining to somebody, okay? Something's going on and you're like complaining. Lawyers, police reports, that kind of thing could be coming up at this time because you're fighting certain injustices that are going on in your life, or certain things that are out of your control that seem unfair to you at this time. This could even like be fighting with like for chargebacks at this time. So careful with online businesses this week with this energy. The 3 of Wands, this is a great time for moving forward. The energy itself starts to move forward for you with this energy here. You start making certain milestones and you're looking back at how far you've gotten. The 5 of Cups, not the best time to be thinking logically, because you're being triggered at this time. So for some of you, you could be, you know, especially those of you in your teens, you could be running on your emotions at this time and really in your feels. So really be careful at this time with your emotional self, you know, because that's a big Satan energy there, is your emotional self, because your emotional self sometimes tricks you and you see what you want to see at this time. And a lot of stuff that we go through is not stuff that's current. It could also be like childhood stuff, or it also could be like stuff from past life that you could be going through as well. The Chariot card deals with victories and self-esteem, and this is a time of taking back your power. Certain obstacles may no longer apply. Recommitting yourself to court. You could be hearing some good news in regards to court this week with this energy. The Knight of Swords, I see a reconciliation. Does not necessarily have to be with a love interest. It could be with a friend, because you guys get sentimental like that with your friends, and especially friends that you had a falling out with. And with all the planets in Aries, this could be a friend that broke up with you, like a friend that, like, it felt like a divorce and you two had a falling out. So you could be feeling some kind of way about it now, and wanting that emotional validation because you didn't break up with them. Because we have a stellium in Aries, basically the way Aries works is that if I break up with you, that means we're done. But if you break up with me, that's a whole nother story, because I'm on an emotional trip right now and I can't handle that shit. Okay, that's how Aries feels about that. I feel like there are problems coming up for you this week. Disappointing new beginnings could be happening for you as well, or plans not working out exactly as planned. I feel like there could be some emotional setbacks that can inspire progress at this time. When a door closes, a window will open. Okay, so that could be one of those situations happening for you this week with this energy here. So don't get, try not to get so flustered. Life is life, and some of you have Uranus conjunct with Lilith moon. So you're dealing with like up and down emotional like turbulence at this time. For some of you, you're not over past hurts with this energy here, and you're wanting to reconnect and talk about it with certain people because you're not over it at this time. Oh, they're gonna love you. So, I'm not gonna tell you how to do that, but some of you might have a good outcome. Okay, just depends what's going on in your cards. The Magician card, I feel this is a beautiful time of destiny and things start to fall into place. The world works in your favor. Prayers are going to be answered for you this week as well with this energy. I see like fortune bubbling over. I see money coming in with the King and Queens. For some of you, you're reconnecting with somebody from your past. They're beautiful cards. The Five of Coins, certain things are going to happen very quickly in your life this week, so just be prepared for them. You could be receiving some unexpected news. Unexpected expenditures could be happening for you as well with this energy. So just be prepared for that as well. For some of you, whatever decision that you make, there's no going back on your decision. I do feel like for some of you here, you're reconnecting with somebody from your past. The Eight of Cups, you're walking away from certain situations at this time, or even a relationship you could be walking away from because you've had enough of it, or they're not changing and evolving and growing, or they're crossing your boundaries at this time. For some of you, you're running with your emotional self, okay? For others of you, the focus on family this week. For others of you, love is taboo. So there could be like a significant age difference. You could still be a teenager and like dating like a 20-year-old, and your parents don't like that for you. And they could be chasing you into this person's arms. I won't be surprised this week if we hear about runaways, okay? So that could be happening as well. The focus could be on family this week with this energy. For some of you, this is a move. I see you happy on a financial level, on an emotional level, because you're sticking to your routine this week with this energy. I feel like success heals all wounds at this time with this energy as well. The Sun card, I feel like you're still not over certain situations, and certain situations you're still angry about, and you're still giving it life at this time, okay? The Four of Wands, I see you joyous, happy with this energy, okay? So this is a beautiful energy time for you emotionally. The Three of Swords, I feel for some of you here that there is an ending coming up, and it's going to feel like a divorce this week with this energy as well. I do see a crush coming into your life, or for some of you, this could be the ex coming back, and you may not like the ex coming back into your life, okay, and be cussing and screaming at them. For others of you, you're dealing with loss and separation at this time. For others of you, you're being very sentimental about the past, so you could be grieving a loss in your life, and you might not be over somebody passing in your life, like father, okay, because you got like a lot of male cards in here. Alrighty, the Judgment card, major decisions are coming up. Hey, Denise. Oh, that's okay. So the Judgment card is coming up at this time. So this is new beginnings happening for you. Again, fighting with people and not being on speaking terms with certain people in your life, still giving certain things Still giving certain things life at this time, still not over it, still pissed off about it with this energy here. So that's what's going on here with this energy. Okay, so I feel like for some of you here this week, you may have to think about reaching out to somebody that you really don't want to reach out to, like a family member, and you could be feeling some kind of damn way about it because you're like, oh, hell to the nay, I am not going to reach out to that bitch. And it's like, but you have to, because I feel like for some of you can be dealing Pluto 8th house, you can be dealing with some legal issues at this time, like needing your birth certificate or your passport, and then it's at your mama's house and you're not talking to your mama at this time. So it's like that at this time, okay? Or you need this person to witness something or prove something at this time. So you're being accused of something, and the other person that you need now got the proof, okay? Or you need them as a witness or something in court. So you may have to reach out to them, but you really don't want to. So this is going to be very interesting. The Hangman card, yeah, you're thinking about reaching out to them too. I wouldn't. But I find some other way. It's like, so that's what's going on with that energy at this time. Alrighty. I love you, my fabulous crabs. Show your love and support to your girl Marie by liking, subscribing, and sharing. And thank you, Denise and Elle, for being on. I love you guys. Thank you for chatting with me. I appreciate it. And everybody else, be sure to subscribe to the channel if you've never subscribed. I have 991 subscribers. I'm very proud of that. And thank you. Kisses. Mwah.